Good morning. Welcome to our community meditation. Good morning to all of you online today. Thank you all for being here as we connect in consciousness. My name is Clay T. White, and I am your practitioner for the day. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones so that we can have an uninterrupted experience together. This meditation is a blend of spoken word, lots of silences, accompanied by beautiful music. It will last approximately 15 minutes. Let us go within. Let us become quiet. Lower your shoulders and allow all of the joints to just relax. Can you see the valley where the mountain is? In other words, can you see healthy cells where cancer cells are? Can you see 6 figures in your bank account where there is really $6? Can you see peace where chaos seems to be? So can you see the valley where the mountain is? It is the law of my life that wherever I go, the way will be prepared before me, made immediate, perfect, plain, straight, and easy. I speak my word for money, faith, perfect health, joy, friends, peace. I am compelled to see and understand every opportunity that presents itself and operate upon that opportunity intelligently. I speak my word for beauty, harmony, money, forgiveness. I am compelled to take that divine action, whatever divine action is necessary to the manifestation of this word. I speak my word for divine right action in all my affairs, for justice, equity, abundance, and peace. I identify myself with the vast all. I believe that God is all in all, over all, in everything that I shall ever desire. It is the law of my life that wherever I go, I shall meet with joy, with love, friendship, gratitude, compensation, with a complete opportunity for the expression of every talent and ability I possess. Every door is open to me. Every window is open to me. Therefore, I identify myself with abundance, with health, with happiness. That which I seek is seeking me. That which belongs to me comes to me. That which belongs to you comes to you. See peace where chaos was. See healthy cells where cancer cells were. See your six-figure income where $6 used to be. See the valley where the mountain was. Every day this week, see the valley where the mountain was. And so it is. This concludes today's meditation. Thank you for being with us in spiritual practice. Our celebration service will begin at 10 a.m., 15 minutes.
The one is ever seeking to manifest itself through you. Glorious power forever breathing through you and me. The one is ever seeking to manifest itself through you. glorious power forever breathing through you and me. The one, oh, the one. Whoa, oh, the one.
There are times in my life when I am stronger than I've ever been. There are times in my life when I believe I can do no wrong. There are moments when yes, I can believe I am shining brighter. Well, sister, stand up. Believe in all that you can be. Brother, remember who you are. Be strong. Hold tight to that vision, 'cause no one can never take it away from you. Be strong. Live your life with passion. You've got to keep on and hold tight to your vision. There are mountains to climb, more songs to sing, and tears to be cried. There'll be moments of loss, moments of winning, and a lifetime of love. If I just keep in my mind, without any doubt, that I'm flying higher. Sister, stand up. Believe in all that you can be. Brother, you got to know who you are. Be strong. Hold tight to that vision, 'cause no one can never take it away from you. Be strong. Live your life with passion. You've got to keep on and hold tight to your vision. This is the moment to rise up. You know the sun's coming out. Your new life starting now. Can't keep you down. Your spirit's rising. Oh, be strong. Hold tight to that vision, 'cause no one can ever take it away from you. Be strong and live your life with passion. You got to keep on and hold tight to surrender to the shining through your vision. your vision.
I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today.
All the colors of the rainbow, all the voices of the wind, every dream that reaches out to find where love begins. Every word of every story, every star in every sky, every corner of creation lives to testify. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. The mountains to the valleys, from the river to the sea, every hand that reaches out, every hand that reaches out to offer peace, every simple act of mercy, every step to kingdom come, all the hope in every heart will speak what love has done. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify. I will testify to love. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silence. Words are not enough. With
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. So glad to have you here. I'm Reverend Laura. For those of you that are new to us, we appreciate you being here. I see some faces I've not seen before and some that I know and love dearly. And then, of course, we have those faces that we can't see. So let's turn around and acknowledge the people who are joining us online today. We actually have a big announcement today about our online viewing.
Yes.
We hit 1,000 subscribers. Yes. In the world of YouTube, big things start to happen when you get 1,000 subscribers. So we're excited to see where this takes us. So if you haven't yet and you would like to get access to that, just go ahead and subscribe. Go to YouTube, and we're CSLGLV Media, and you can find all of our stuff. We have currently 2,534 videos on there that we've been posting since 2011. So it's very exciting to hit this little milestone and know what we are, what is happening here with us in our online viewing. So it's a beautiful day in Las Vegas, and we are so happy that you chose to be here with us. We're going to kick it off with some music. What are we singing today?
Energy of God today.
Energy of God. If you'd like to stand,
If you'd like to stand,
sing.
join us.
Words are on the screen.
Good morning, everybody. Greet your neighbor if you choose so at this time.
lovely. So we're going to go into that more contemplative time of our service with our affirmation and invocation delivered today by our practitioner of the day, Clay T. White, accompanied by our music director, Justin, and followed by our musical inspiration, David Villela. So I'll turn it over to him. Yay.
So the affirmation for today that we're going to repeat together, ooh, written by Clay T. White. So together, let's begin. Divine abundance manifests in my affairs continually. Woo.
Peace is flowing like a river. Peace flows through me. All right, love. Sing it with me now. Love is flowing like a river. Love flows through me.
The invocation sets the tone. So just not the tone for this meeting, this service today, but let's set the tone for the rest of our lives. Let's set a tone of abundance. The law of my life is a law of abundance in every aspect of my life. My career, my retirement, justice, peace, money, friends, lots of great friends. The tone of my life is abundance. Let us know that this is the truth of our lives. It is the law of our lives. Let's learn as this message is delivered through song, through word this morning, that this is so for our lives. So it is.
All right, join me now. Peace and love. Here we go. Peace is flowing like a river. Peace flows through me. Love is flowing like a river. Love flows through me. Love. Love flows through me.
is the promise I make today. There's nothing greater for me to say than to lay down my fears, lay down unhappiness, and surrender to the peace I choose today. Peace is the gift that I give today. No easy shortcut, peace is the way. I will lay down my pride, lay down unrighteousness, and surrender to the peace I choose today. My all I give, my love for all, my all I give, my love for all. Peace is the reason we're here today. No accident, we've been called by name, called to lay down our lives, stand up for greater good, and surrender to the peace we choose today. Peace we choose today. Peace we live today. Peace we bring today. Peace today. Peace today.
Thank you. That was just beautiful, David, Justin. Thank you. I just have to tell you something. I was so tickled during the opening song because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm rhythmically challenged. So singing and clapping and moving my body and standing, that's just about like one too many things. So I always try to find somebody in the audience that I can follow their rhythm. So, of course, I chose David, right? And I look over there, and he's doing some kind of fancy clapping that it's like, what, then this, and then I'm like, okay. So I'm going to go to Clay T instead and follow her rhythm. I got so tickled, I just had to stop. Anyway, you may have been expecting Reverend Rachel Dilling this morning. She is a little bit under the weather, so you get me instead, which is wonderful to be here with you. We are continuing our look at uncharted territories and looking at our uncharted territories in the area of finances and abundance. And so today we are going to work on transforming our financial mindset. You know, here in Centers for Spiritual Living, one of our main mottos is change your thinking, change your life. If we can transform how our brains deal with a lot of the challenges we have in our lives, we can make a different life for ourselves. And this is also very important in money. Does anybody here have any kind of issues with finances at all in their life? Good, I thought I was the only one, so I'm so glad to be with my people. You know, and a lot of the issues that we have are about the way we think about money. I'm sure many of you have heard stories of people who have millions of dollars in the bank and yet are so obsessed with the money and so stuck on making more and never feeling like they have enough. I can't imagine that. I always think, well, that would be the solution to a lot of my problems, was if I had this huge amount of money in the bank. But the problem is that if we don't change our mindset, we just carry it with us no matter what the bank balance says. We just take those same issues with us. And so today is about changing how we look at how our mindset looks at our financial issues. And, it's like I said, we believe that our thoughts shape our reality. And so today, I'm going to pull from one of the other books that I really love that has to do with finances, which is a book written by a member of the Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle, Mae McCarthy. And she wrote this, about maybe 10 years ago now, and actually came to our center and did a workshop and presented it. I was so moved by her stuff that I wrote a class to go along with this. And it's really great work at a very simple way, and it helps us begin to transform our mindset about how we think about money and our relationship with the universe and its abundance that is flowing into our lives all the time. So Mae McCarthy is an author, an entrepreneur. She has been on the C-level in many Fortune 500 companies. She has founded, I think, 6 of her own companies and then subsequently sold them. She has done quite well with this system that she's developed and helped lots and lots of other people achieve financial success by using the spiritual principles that she learned at Center for Spiritual Living Seattle. So many of us have been conditioned to think that money is somehow limited in our lives, that we either everything is dependent upon the check that we get from our employers or an inheritance we get or the money that's in our bank account. I remember when we were doing the book, The Big Leap, they talked about time. And they talked about time in 2 different ways. Einstein time, which was very linear. Newtonian time, which was very linear, very much, you have 1 hour, 1 hour has 60 minutes, 60 minutes has 60 seconds. Newtonian time, an old concept of time. And then they spoke about Einstein time, which is very fluid and expands. Einstein time is that time when you are so engaged in something, you think you have been at it for 5 minutes and you look at the clock and it's 3 hours later. That's Einstein time. Money can work under the same principles. We can think of money as very set and finite, like the Newtonian time, very set, very finite, only what we can earn, only what we can receive. Or we can think about money in a fluid way, where when we are engaged in that idea that money comes from all kinds of sources, then we often wind up with wonderful surprises when it does show up in our lives in that way. So it's, again, beginning to change our mindset about lack, fear, scarcity, money, finances. All of those things can help us begin to have a different experience about it. Here we go. So one of the things that we need to do is to work through this in a certain way. So Mae McCarthy has 7 principles that she goes through. And I'm not going to go through all of those in this talk today, so it's way too much. I have a 7-week class on this. But I just wanted you to see what her 7 steps were here. The first thing she says is get inspired. Get inspired. Read something inspirational. Find something that uplifts you, something that connects you to the spirit, to the source, to the universe, something that really lights you up. Read something inspirational every morning. Write a gratitude letter. The giving thanks is such a powerful practice that it can be a practice by itself that can sustain you through everything else. Speak with emotion. We know that when we speak our affirmations and our words with passion and power, and we speak it in the present tense, there's something happens there. We can feel it inside of ourselves. So speaking with emotion is powerful. Imagine experiencing our good. We would call this visualization, where we actually begin to feel abundant, where we begin to think what it would feel like to be abundant, and actually begin to imagine that and create what we call a mental equivalent for it. Expect opportunities and follow the directions. So expect good to come into our lives, and then take action when it does come in. Celebrate and note when you do, and then end your day with gratitude and forgiveness. So those are her 7 steps. So in 1919, Ernest Holmes, our founder, wrote his first book. And he had some really good things to say about prosperity and abundance in there. Now, 1919, they were just getting ready to go into that Great Depression at that time. So you can imagine how prosperity and finances were being received in the country. This is what he wrote. What then are the laws underlying prosperity? First is this, and we must not try to escape it. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. This me is spirit. We are then to trust only in the activity of spirit for what we need. Our life then is to be governed by spirit. We need look no further. It will do for us all that we will ever ask, provided we believe. It's done unto you as you believe, remember? He goes on to say, why then has it not been done so? And the answer is that it already has been done so, but we have not received it. Spirit has already provided the answers for us. We just have to open ourselves to it. The Spirit may offer, but we must accept the gift before it can be made. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. We must understand that this receiving is a mental process, and it is one of mentally taking what is always being given. Are you open to accepting it? Can you believe that Spirit is for your highest and greatest good? Can you believe that everything in the universe is available to you? If that's a problem for you, that's a place to begin to work on our mindset. That's the first step for it, is to then begin to see, where are my beliefs and what am I doing that's blocking it? So Mae McCarthy in her book has an interesting name for God. She calls it the CSO. Again, she comes from those C-level positions in many businesses. So the CSO is her chief spiritual officer. And every single morning, her first thing in the morning is to have a meeting with the CSO. She meets with the CSO. She has this wonderful format that she goes through to do her meeting with the CSO. Very scripted and very purposeful, every step of it. You know, it doesn't matter what you call it. Different traditions, different faith traditions have called this thing all kinds of names. Ernest, we just heard use the word God, Spirit, the divine, the universe, intelligence, energy, Allah, Buddha. Any of those words, it doesn't matter what you call it. Whatever works for you, whatever can make you feel like you're in touch with that universal presence. It is an intelligence and a divine source that has created the one and only you. And you, by your very nature, are in this world that is a unique and remarkable creation. You are a unique and perfect creation, created by that one intelligence. So why is not everything in the universe available to you? You know, Spirit has already given it to us. Are we willing to receive it? In what we call our textbook, Ernest Holmes says this: we must say that all thought is creative according to the nature, impulse, emotion, and conviction behind the thought. All thought is created according to your belief, according to the emotion that you put into it, according to the impulse and the feeling that you have when you speak it. All thought is creative. Thought creates a mold in the subjective in which the idea is accepted and poured and sets power in motion according to thought. Okay. Again, our thoughts are creative. We have our teaching symbol, the circle with the V and the 2 lines in it, that talks about this creative process. We often equate that to planting a seed into the soil of consciousness and then getting a result. If we were planting a seed in a garden, the result would be a plant. Our thoughts are like seeds that you plant in the garden of your mind. So if the mind is the garden, and we're planting a seed in it, if that mind is full of weeds and rocks and stones and other limiting things, how well is that plant going to grow? If that soil that you've planted the seed into in your mind never gets any nourishment, if you don't fertilize it, if you don't water it, if you don't treat it well, how well is that seed going to grow? Our thoughts grow in response to the spiritual practices that we do that clear away that stuff, that nurture the soil, that help us tend it and take better care of it. And as we do that, then we begin to create a healthy and rich experience, a plant in this case. If you want a flourishing garden of financial abundance, you need to start planting seeds of prosperity. And that begins with your mindset. It doesn't do any good to have wonderful thoughts about prosperity if there's nothing underneath of it to support it. I can say all I want every single day, I have $1 million in the bank. But if I have limiting beliefs that are clogging up the growth of that thought, then it's never going to come into fruition. If I have something inside of me that's saying, oh yeah, right, it's never going to happen. I have to clear up my mindset. Now, oftentimes, it helps us if we start with what we can believe, and then we begin to experience that. So as I talked about last week, when I started doing this practice with over my financial issues, one of the first things was I paid my bills on time. That was something I could believe. I had experience in doing that in the past, and so I knew it could be done. And then I had money left over. I had experience of that, so I started small with what I could believe. I could never have gotten to the place of I have $1 million in the bank because I still didn't think I was paying my bills on time. So there was never going to be that $1 million. So I had to start small. I had to start where I could believe it and then watch that grow. And when we have those little evidence, those little proofs that we are on the right track, then it makes it easier to increase it and to bring in something even more into our thought process. So again, Mae McCarthy talks about the CSO, having this meeting with the CSO. She says, by working with your unconscious mind in a conscious, intentional way, you can rewrite those old limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering thoughts, ones that align with your desire to experience your financial good. If we can begin to look at them, first we have to become aware of what they are, and then we have to do the action that we're needed to do to rewrite those old belief systems. Our subconscious mind is an incredibly powerful tool. It works 24/7 to create the conditions that align with your dominant beliefs and thoughts. What are your dominant beliefs and thoughts? That's where we have to begin to do the work. Our subconscious mind is going to do what it does. We can change our thoughts and beliefs and bring about a different experience in our life. You know, it's getting rid of those deep-seated beliefs that have often blocked our financial success. I love this quote here from Deborah Norville. What I've learned is that there is a scientifically proven phenomenon that's attached to gratitude, and that if you consciously take note of what is good in your life, quantifiable benefits happen. And so one of Mae McCarthy's steps is gratitude. Actually being grateful. When I could pay my bills on time, you bet I was grateful. When I saw there was money left over in my bank account, I celebrated. Not by spending money, but I did celebrate inside. I had to find ways that I could actually be grateful for what I was proving in my own life. You know, there's a really good reason we're called religious science. We're here to prove these principles. We're here to make them work in our lives. And just like any good scientist, we take a theory and we prove it in our life, and then we can celebrate those successes. So in her book, Path to Wealth, she says, be grateful for the abundance and prosperity that is yours now. which are more than enough to allow you to easily pay all your bills and expenses each month. Be grateful that you have a balanced, happy life with enough time for you to do the things that bring you great joy. The more gratitude you place in your goals, the more quickly you will see them come to fruition. So if we are not actually achieving it yet, we can start by saying things that will help reprogram that mindset. I am grateful that I can pay my bills on time. I am grateful I have money left over at the end of the week. I am grateful that I received this check. I had someone in one of my first classes here stretch that belief so much for me. Every single time she wrote a check, that was back in the days when we used checks, every single time she wrote a check to pay a bill, in the memo she said, I am grateful to pay this bill. And I thought, oh my goodness, I have never in my life been grateful to pay a bill. But what a challenge that was. If I could shift that mindset around to where, oh, I'm grateful I can pay this bill because that means I have the money to do it. So to shift that around, being grateful for every experience in our financial good that we can. You know, in some of our classes, we do a practice called unexpected good, where we begin to notice when good comes into our life. You're out, this happened to me on Friday at Starbucks. I go to Starbucks, I order my drink, I get up there to pay, and the person in front of me had paid for me. Unexpected good. I paid for the person behind me. I'm hoping it was not as much as what I was paying, but, it was all good. It was just that exchange of energy there, So these kind of things happen. You all of a sudden get a rebate on energy or insurance or whatever. You get a rebate in the mail. You're not unexpected, totally unexpected there. You get a coupon for something that you were going to buy anyway. I went into Michael's on the weekend and noticed in my little app that I had a $15 voucher in there. Unexpected good. So I was able to use that. Would have been nice to have more of that, but Michael's does get a lot of my money. So in Science of Mind, we have something we call spiritual prototype or a mental equivalent. And that is the idea that we have to make that mold in our mind for the ideal way of whatever the thing is. So in this case for finances, I have to begin to create the mold or the spiritual prototype, the thing that I can latch onto that is a demonstration of my wealth. I have to begin to create that in my mind to allow that to come in. Because if I make it real in my mind, if I create this mental equivalent of it, then there's something tangible about that. There's something there that I can actually grab hold of and use to keep fresh in my mind about whatever it is I'm working with. So this is, one of the ways that we do this is with the process of visualization. You may have experienced that before in different settings. But if you can visualize yourself in what you think it would mean to be prosperous in a way that is believable to you. If I was to visualize myself on a $6 billion yacht, it's probably not going to be much of a tangible thing for me. But I can visualize myself living in a nice home, having nice things around me, again, paying all my bills, having money left over, having good food to eat. I can begin to actually make that something tangible in my mind, something that I can keep fresh before me to keep that mental equivalent. I actually love the term spiritual prototype. It kind of reminds me of a car, like this really fancy car that's in the development stages. So I've got this prototype, this perfect thing that I want to create. So creating this clear mental image serves as a blueprint to our external reality. It serves as a blueprint, a guide for us to follow when we're creating what it is we want. And this applies to everything besides just wealth or finances. So in his book, Creative Living, Ernest Holmes says, if you can get it firmly in your minds that there is nothing in the universe that wishes us evil, there is nothing in the universe that desires to limit us, then the universe will conspire to bring to us that which we desire, because we are the delight of the living God. right now. We are the delight of the living God right now. And it doesn't withhold anything from us. Everything is available to us when we can believe that we are deserving of it, that it is actually our birthright, that it is what Spirit is providing for us all of the time. When we can get that clear in our minds, then we begin to have a different experience about it. This is what we call aligning with the divine mind or the universal intelligence. The universe is always conspiring to help us achieve our highest good, and that includes our financial prosperity. But often we're too busy, too worried, too distracted to listen to it and to follow the guidance that we're given to know that it's available to us. In his book, Richer Living, lovely title, Richer Living, Ernest says, we must recognize that our point of contact with the divine mind, divine presence, is a principle. It's a principle. It is always at the center of our own being, through our own being, and proceeding from it. Our being is merely a point where the infinite being, like a wave in the ocean, comes into self-expression and self-experience. Each one of us is that conduit where Spirit shows up in the world. We only limit our experiences by limiting our belief in it. If we can get to that place where we realize that Spirit is constantly flowing through us and showing up as our experience, as our expression, perfectly, just the way that we are, right here and right now, what a different world we can have. Part of this comes through developing our intuition. Mae McCarthy talks about the role of intuition in her work. And she emphasizes that when we're working with our CSO, that we can tap into that divine guidance to make any kind of financial decisions. You know, many spiritual teachers put it this way: God, I don't know what to do here, but I know you do. So I'm going to turn it over to you and allow you to work through me. That is fabulous. That's aligning with that universal intelligence. That's opening ourselves up to be that channel through which it flows in. So why don't we experience it all the time? I think oftentimes we hear it, we doubt it, and we don't take action on it. How many have ever gotten a nudge and you thought, oh, that's just my stomach. I'm not, man. My nudges always come in my gut. I don't know about anybody else. We get these nudges and we think, oh, that can't be right. That can't be right. And so we ignore them. Intuition is fabulous. It's wonderful to develop our intuition, but if we don't take action on what is revealed, then it's kind of useless in our life. Ernest puts it this way in his book called Questions and Answers on the Science of Mind. A faith without works is merely a belief in a theory that you have not proved to be true. Active faith is the knowing, by direct experience, that the theory can be proved. If you don't have the direct experience after you've received the intuition, then you haven't proven anything in your life. When we get those intuitions, those nudges, those downloads, if you will call them that, how often do we act on them? If we're not willing to act on what is revealed, Spirit's going to reveal it to someone else and let them act on it. And it's not a judgment thing. Spirit is looking for a place for expression. And if it wants to express in this way, it's going to find a way to express. If it's not you, then it may be you. If I close myself off to that nudge, I doubt it, I somehow don't take action, I'm like, I can do that later. Spirit will find a place for it to happen. How many of you ever thought of something and you think, and then 6 months later somebody invents it? Spirit is looking for a place to bring things into fruition. If we don't take action on it, it will find another place for that to happen. We have an opportunity all the time to change our mindset about what it is we believe. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through our affirmative prayer. We call it spiritual mind treatment, and it is a way that we align ourselves with Spirit, just like Mary McCarthy does with her CSO. We align ourselves with that infinite intelligence. And because we are aligned with it, we know that it is moving through us all the time. And if it is moving through us all the time, then all we have to do is state the truth as we are knowing it, as we are believing it, as we are capable of seeing it happen. If we state truths that we can't believe, it doesn't do us much good. So we state the truth that we can believe in, maybe even stretch it just a little bit to help us grow. And then we give thanks and we let it go. And so I invite our spiritual practitioners to stand and surround the sanctuary while we engage in this practice of affirmative prayer. Our practitioners spend 4 years plus in training to become licensed spiritual practitioners. And they are quite a gift to our community. And so if you will, just take in a breath and allow that breath to move through your body, centering you in this time, in this space. You may notice the chair beneath you, supporting you. And just drop in to that knowing, feeling that deep connection. And so right here and right now, I know that there is only one infinite creative love intelligence, one power, one presence, one source of everything and all things. That one goes by many names, and it shows up in an infinite number of incarnations. I simply know it as love, as peace, as joy. And I know this one is fully alive inside of me. It has created me for this moment to live its life through me. And as I know this is true for me, I know this is true for everyone. For we are all, each, that perfect and unique manifestation of a love so incredibly powerful that it could do nothing else but create of itself. And so knowing this truth, I speak my word. I know that each one of us is a conduit through which Spirit shows up. I know that each one of us is endowed with all of the goodness of God. All of the blessings have already been given to us. They are ours for the receiving. Our task is to open up a way from which the imprisoned splendor may emerge, to allow that goodness, that bounty, in all forms to show up in our lives. I know that each one of us is fully capable of proving this for themselves. That back of all of this energy is a power so magnificent that it meets all of our needs all of the times. How good it is to know this, how good it is to feel it, how good it is to see it in action right here and right now. I just give great thanks for this, and I release this word into that creative law that never sees limitation, that knows no lack, and is always unfolding itself for the highest and greatest good of all. I let it go, and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm on Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. So now is that time in our service when we have an opportunity to support our center financially. We are a registered 501c3 religious nonprofit, and we receive most of our financial support through your offerings. And so we have ushers ready to accept your cash or check donations now. And we have lots of ways that you can give online here through Zelle, text to give, and on our website. If you need any assistance with that, Kaylee is in the back here and will happily help you. So if you would, just get your offering ready. If you've already given, just put your hands over your heart. If you're giving later, put your hands over your heart. If you've got a check or cash, put your hands in your check or cash over your heart, whatever. I saw somebody put cash up here on the altar. I was really pleased to see that. Thank you, whoever that was. What a blessing. All right, would you repeat after me? This gift I give
This gift I give
goes forth from me,
goes forth from me.
does amazing and miraculous things,
It's amazing and miraculous thing.
and returns to me in
And
kind,
returns to me in kind.
pressed down and overflowing.
Pressed down and overflowing.
What are we singing, honey?
More equals give.
More equals give. All right. Join us. The words are on the board.
If you want more love, give love. If you want more joy, give joy. If you want more peace, give peace. If you want more, give. If you want more, give. If you want more money, give your money. If you want more time, give up your time. If you want more friends, be a friend. And if you want more, give. And if you want more, give. When you give, you receive. It's as simple as that. There's no effort, no struggle. It's just a simple fact. If you want to see change, be a change. If you want more truth, tell your truth. If you want more gratitude, give thanks. If you want more, give. If you want more, give.
And so we just simply give thanks. We give thanks for everything that has been received, everything that is out there in consciousness, everything that is yet to come to us, everything that has been received in the past. We are so unbelievably grateful. And we just simply give thanks and let it be. And so
So it is.
Thank you. Oh, and speaking of thanks, let's give thanks to David. All right.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter, someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together, then we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together, then we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter right now. Right now, yeah. I feel peace right now, yeah. I can feel the love right now, yeah. I can feel the joy right now. Thank you.
Are we not blessed? Woo! Fabulous. Thank you, Justin. Justin puts all those tracks together. And I got to say, I've been watching the last couple of weeks, and Joe has done a phenomenal job with the videos. They are timed with the music. It's just fabulous. So we really appreciate that. It just totally makes a grand experience here. All right, so just a couple of announcements here. Come on, why are we not moving? Okay. Money Magic. You can still sign up for our Money Magic program over here. Yesterday was as I was writing the talk last night, I thought how funny, because yesterday's practice was a practice called neurographics, which is about changing your mindset. And I thought, well, this is funny, just timing and everything. So anyway, the Money Altar's up here that tells you a little bit about our program, and you can check it out on our website. There's still time to sign up for it. It's 31 days. We're on day, 13? So you can still get all of the days previously for that. Kelly has set up a beautiful web page where with a password you can go in and see all of the activities. So if you'd like to sign up for that, please do, and join us on this little journey of exploring how we can change our mindset around money. Today is the last day to buy raffle tickets for our raffle. We have a beautiful basket back there full of all kinds of spiritual tools. It's about $275 worth of wonderful things in there, and you can still get raffle tickets for that. We're going to draw on Sunday, next Sunday. And also, it's the last day that you can bid on silent auction items. All along the front wall there in the lobby is tables with wonderful items on there. If you've been bidding, check your bids, see if somebody's outbid you. You might want to increase that a little bit so that you are the winner for that. We will announce those again on next Sunday. Our Walking the Path, which is an exploration of our spiritual guides from Science of Mind magazine resumes again on Tuesday at 10 o'clock here in the sanctuary. Wonderful experience of getting together and talking about these spiritual truths. Our Women's Sacred Circle meets next Sunday on the 20th at 1:30. They're going to be looking at things in a new way, and then they're going to experience a rosewater blessing. So it's going to sounding fun for that. Our Rhythm, Sound, and Soul also starts again next Sunday at 5 p.m. This is a drumming, singing, chanting, dancing, fabulous experience all around our labyrinth here. It's just a wonderful opportunity to spend some time in spiritual practice in a different way. On the 27th, we have our first talk in the Interfaith Forum. I'll be speaking on the topic of purpose of life, living a life that matters, along with 4 other faith leaders at the SGI Buddhist Center on West Charleston. If you're interested in the Interfaith Forums, there are brochures in the lobby on the table in the corner there. You can pick one up, and it'll tell you about all 4 weeks of the Interfaith Forum. So it's a great opportunity to hear about specific topics from lots of different faith traditions, how we look at things. And personal prayer is available in our prayer room right out here, outside the store here. Spiritual practitioners are available to give you a prayer on anything that you're experiencing right now. Even if your life is just going good and you want it to continue, you can stop in and get a prayer there with our practitioners. And finally, we're going to be doing an experience in the class that I'm teaching on Wednesday nights with a labyrinth walk, so we need our chairs stacked. If you are physically able to help us stack the chairs, we would greatly appreciate that. Please do not stack any chairs in front of the stained glass over here. We're trying to protect that so we can keep it nice and clean and pristine there. So
Stacking sixes.
Stacks of 6, thanks. Yeah, just we have rows of 6, so stacks of 6 here, and just stack them and push it, but only do it if you're physically able, please. All right, we're doing prayer. Right, we have to do our prayer for the country. I forgot about that. I'm reading it today. Sheila Callum is the practitioner that wrote it, but she was unable to be with us. And so you were given a copy of this when you came in here this morning. Take it with you, leave it somewhere, let other people see it, share it around. We're holding our country high until the elections are over, holding them in that consciousness of oneness. All right, let me get this so I can read it here. I recognize in this moment that God is all there is. And all there is God. There is nothing operating outside the one. It is the one truth, one power, one perfect creator and source of all life. It is everything, everywhere, and always expressing. As the one mind, it contains all knowledge, every idea, and infinite possibilities. It is clarity, wisdom, abundance, creative intelligence, and it is freedom. This one I call God is the peace that passeth all human understanding, and is the essence of unconditional love for everyone and all its creations. I am one with the one mind, and it is always one within me. I affirm at the living center of my being, I am led, fed, and directed by the divine. The very core of my being embodies the presence and the power of Spirit with the peace and freedom that God is. I know that this is the truth for myself, and it is the truth for each one on the planet, because we are all made in the image and likeness of this all-knowing, all-powerful, divine presence. The leaders of our country are suffused with the same wisdom, same grace, and divine intelligence that created us. They are each guided by an indwelling voice of peace and compassion. Affirming the truth about the leaders of our country and speaking with one voice, I speak the word for freedom and for peace. I embrace a larger vision for our country. I embody divine guidance of Spirit leading to perfect right action. May the actions of our leaders be made clear before them with creative ideas of peace lighting the path forward. I affirm that wisdom and clarity are activated at the center of their beings right here and right now. This wisdom is unfolding in every leader for the highest and best of all people, and to recognize that everyone residing in this country and the world deserves a life of freedom, equity, and personal liberty. How grateful I am to live in the knowledge that peace and freedom are already so in the mind of God, and it is the center of divine truth. I am so thankful for those stepping forward in peace, are working for a world that works for everyone. With a gracious heart, I release this word into the action and the activity of the law. Knowing it is done, I simply let it go, let God, and let freedom ring. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Have a beautiful and blessed week, everyone. We'll see you back.
week, everyone.
One thing I forgot. I got a note here, a big note, and I even forget this. On Saturday, our beloved Coco is launching her book of poetry, and she's invited you to come. It's going to be in Spanish, but there's going to be fabulous music and entertainment here. So I think even a mariachi band. Several mariachi bands. So if you're like me and you love to get that on, come on down and join us. 6 o'clock on Saturday right here in the sanctuary. Thank you all so much. Have a beautiful week.